Pumpkins at Night, made with crayon by Mr. Pashley. So like many of our other projects, we're going to start with using an oval or a shape that looks very similar to an oval, and we're going to add to it. You'll see throughout the project that it's really just a series of shapes and lines added to it that create the image. I'm going to add a stem to the top, which is just a small line, and then another little line over, and it looks like that. And now I'm going to add a pumpkin in the background. Give him a friend. Pumpkins like to have friends. So this one I might only add 3 shapes, one on each side of the original oval, and put a stem on top of that pumpkin. And now I'm going to add a horizon line so my pumpkins are not floating in space. And this line will go across my paper somewhere around so the pumpkins look like they're sitting on top of it. And our next step will be to add color. I'm going to start with the lightest color, which will be yellow, and then I'll add orange, maybe even like a red to where I think the shadows will be on the pumpkin. And then I'll continue by coloring in the grass and the sky, doing the same thing, starting with the lightest color and adding colors to it. When you're using crayons or colored pencils, it's always easier to make things darker, same with paint, than it is to make things lighter. So I always start with the lightest color and work towards the darker color. One of the last things I do is go back in with a black crayon and I add in the shadows and the dark values and try to make the darker values a little bit darker to give the picture a little depth. By adding that black at the very end, you can decide how dark you want it to be and how light you want it to be. It's always fun, and if you start slow because you can always make it darker, right? So now the last step will be to take a regular orange crayon and just color over those shadows and make it press a little firmly and get the orange to show through so it looks mostly orange now, even though you can see the undertones, the colors that you put down first. I put down that reddish pink under there for the shadows and I used an orange and a yellow, you'll still be able to see those even though I'm putting the orange on top. Have fun making your pumpkins at night, and I'll see you guys soon.